What's going on YouTube? Modeling that back at you. This is the reveal video of my 1958 Ford Thunderbird, kind of retrofitted up to a 1959 for the Elvira Macabre Mobile from Elvira Mistress of the Dark. This was a Monogram kit released back in 1988, so here we go. As mentioned, I did some additional work having the MBM set, as well as a figure that was released by Iceman Collections. He releases various series of figures, so I picked up the Elvira while she was available, and I've got her glued down to the base here. The car itself is actually secured in just a standard Hobby Lobby style of display case for 124 scale. It's secured down with wire on the bottom, and like I said, she is super glued in. So overall, the build was a pretty fun one. Definitely wish I had done a few things differently. If you build this, the one big key thing that I would note is on the windshield. Utilize a crystal clear or some other PVA style glue. Do not use a super glue, obviously, but even the one that I absolutely love using, Plastrec Bonding, I wouldn't even request or recommend using that on this windshield, just because there is no trim line along the bottom edge to hide any fogging that should take place if it does actually seal down. So that's just one thing I would highly recommend. Again, reason why I said this was a 58 retrofitted to a 59, it does come with the louvers here on the door. Pardon the bandage on my finger there. Louvers on the door that I sanded off before painting because that comes on the MBM set. However, trying to make the car look a little bit more like the movie car, went ahead and used some foil duct tape cut to basically make out the new trim line. So also the antenna, that is not the kit part, that was cut off, and I used a small bit of wire. Also daubed a few bits of super glue on the top to try to make a little tiny ball that then I put a little bit of Molotov onto the tip of, just to give it that chroma look. The one thing that I definitely dislike about the model kit is the way that the interior fit works with the body. If you're going to have the hard or the soft top on it covering the interior, it's not a problem. But there is a solid, solid gap all the way around it that you have to take care of. So I went ahead and did that with some strip. Again, strip styrene that you can go back and see kind of how I did that. So blends it in, hides it really well, but just note that is definitely something. The other thing that I had to do, or that was definitely a trick to get to lock in, was the rear bumper. In my last part, I noted that was the biggest pain for me overall. But yeah, absolutely love the way the leopard print came out for the interior. Let me lightly move you in, and I'm going to go up to a higher vantage point to kind of give a better interior view. So let me adjust things around here. So you can see that nice leopard print on the interior of the car. The nice dashboard. Again, a little bit of glue bleed went under that front window. Again, yeah, live and learn. Definitely will do better on the next build. And I do have a lot of auto kits coming up for the 2023 season with the 75th anniversary of NASCAR, so I wanted to do something a little bit special for that. Let me grab my cocktail stick here. Again, come from the back, lift it up, and there's the engine. Be honest, looking at more reference photos, especially for 59, I did the inverse of colors. The body or the main part of the block would have been more of the ivory color, or that off-white, with the blue for the valve covers. But again, live and learn. Custom wiring I had a portion of my video showing that. Again, didn't go too crazy detailed, but it gives it just a little bit of an added bit just to lightly spruce up the car. So carefully slide that down and into place. There we go. There we go. So, and as I know, it'll be something that everybody's interested in seeing was the Elvira figure herself. So let me lock that. I will zoom in just a little bit here and lock onto her. So for the figure itself, that took a day or so to paint. I'm not a master at painting figures, but looks pretty good just from my from my side as to how probably should. So you do have the Elvira name. That is a photo etch part. Try to lock it in here. Actually, let me scoot in just a little bit closer. So I try to get better lighting. Next thing I'm looking to purchase is a circle light to go around my actual camera to help with this. And lock the focus. So, primarily the skin tone was highlight flesh color from Vallejo with a little bit of off-white. The stocking color that really turned out well was a mix of beige brown with a little bit of the highlight flush, just to kind of give it a little bit of a flesh tone. That actually worked great. I had to rebrush paint it, and I am super happy with how that came out. It actually looks better than when I had tried to airbrush it. The dagger that she has does have the ruby on it, does have the emeralds, and a couple of purple, metallic purple dots as well for those jewels that would have been on a picture that I had found of her. I'm trying to get it to focus maybe a little bit better if I can. Zoom out just a little bit more. And try to get a little bit better shots here until I can get out and get some actual, like, full, good resolution pictures. And of course, it just keeps wanting to lock onto the interior. So, probably I'll have to wait until I get some better outside pictures and natural sunlight to really show the figure off. But overall, happy with how that came out as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the build. Like I said, this will be probably the last auto kit that I'm going to build for the 2022. Gonna try to get through maybe an aircraft build here before the end of the year. Not 100% sure what that is going to be quite just yet, but yeah, I'll go through and also make a video previewing 2023 as to what that is going to be, and everything like that. So yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Definitely a fun kit to get a hold of. Even better when you can get a hold of the figure to paint her up as well. Going to be adding the top to that display here, and she'll get set out on the shelf. So again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the whole series, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.